What's up guys, good morning, Petko here. Today we're gonna talk about something very interesting that happened a few hours ago, and that is the patch candidate release coming to PTR exactly at this moment, meaning that we're very close to the season start, which we don't know yet what's gonna be, but we think it's gonna be around the 25th of February. The patch itself and the new season / raid will begin on the 5th of March. That's my best educated guess. Now keep in mind, this preliminary patch candidate came with a lot of things that hasn't been mentioned 2 days ago about class changes. So there are some new ones that we're gonna discuss. For the old patch changes, check out the previous video behind where I talk about all the classes that got changed. Today I'll add on top of what exactly has happened. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin. As you can see, that's the patch. There's nothing else happening here, but move forward to the class changes. All right, so once again, I'm covering only the changes that we haven't already talked about because all of those are already included in the previous video where I talk about them. So let's take a look. All right, Commander of Death, I already talked about last week. They buffed this one. Sorry, talked about it 2 days ago. This one is already talked about too. Nerfing to the Doom Binding, nerf to the Coil, already talked about that one. Vengeance, we already mentioned Defeat of the Demon being only 1 talent point right now instead of 2. That's gonna give you 1 extra point, which is already a buff to Vengeance. Student of Suffering being nerfed, we already know about that one. Buff to Emo Hour, we already know about that one. Fail Blade also got a buff, we already are aware. Moving forward, Death Evoker, Eternity Surge, Scintillation, we already talked about this, that those are buff to ES and nerf to Scintillation, already known. Moving forward, Bear Summon, the bear one already got nerfed by 20%, as you can see. We already know about one, nothing new. Black Arrow buff here, we already know about it, nothing new. Moving forward, Huntsman Co hasn't been yet talked about. As you can see, I don't really understand what they're trying to do here. I guess dummy modifier, damage healing done, nothing really rings any bells. I guess the same shit. Maybe it's like now working properly on dummies, question mark. Not too sure about that one. Okay, so there's a few interesting things for MM Hunter so far that we haven't seen. MM Hunter aspect of the Hydra has been buffed. It seems to be a significant buff to this, which now is going to make your 2 targets cleave, which again historically has been the weakest so far for MM Hunter, even in this patch, going from 40% value to 60. That's actually immense buff every time you're playing this aspect of Hydra. But again, that's gonna be mostly for raiding. This is completely unimpactful for Mythic Plus. You are never gonna play this shit ever in Mythic Plus. So every time there is a 2 target cleave boss fight, this will help you a lot more. Overall, good raiding change. Let me check right now. Bullet Hell has been buffed as well, by the way. Damage from aim shot reduces the cooldown of volley by almost half a second. Fair enough. Now you might want to play this talent again. Damage from multi-shot or volley, it reduces the cooldown rapid fire by 0.3. That's kind of low CDR gain, but that's something. I mean, I guess better than nothing. So overall, Bullet Hell got buffed. I will try it out today, I guess, see how MM Hunter plays out, because we still haven't tried MM Hunter after the buffs. We already know about True Shot, that already buffed 2 days ago. Explosive Shot is now gonna travel faster. We already know about that one too. Windrunner Quiver. Let me check right now. Casting aim shot has a 100% chance to grant additional stacks of precise shots. I don't know. I really don't like this talent. I think what they should do is they should make precise shots still be like 1 stack, but hit like 100% more. I think that'll probably make it better in my opinion. I just like that's the issue of MM Hunter on single target, in my opinion, when playing Mythic Plus. Like, sure, you AoE sustain AoE is decent, right? Fine. But the problem is when you don't have cooldowns, especially on single target, you just do tank damage. Which if they beef up the precise shot so your arcane shot can do more damage, maybe then MM could be good, you know. But currently you are inferior to Survivor, which already got buffed, by the way, 2 days ago. We already talked about that one. But also BM Hunter is like miles ahead of you. So there is really no incentive of you playing MM. Literally none. So I'm pretty concerned about MM so far. Let me check right now. Specialization here. Survival. Yada yada yada. They buffed Pack Leader a little bit. Fair enough. Nothing matters. Okay, that's actually new Flanking strike has been buffed by quite a bit, as it seems like. Still likely not to be picked up, but who knows? Maybe there's somebody that will cook up a build. Mongoose Bite got buffed. We already know about that one. Raptor Strike and Wildfire Bomb got buffed by 10%. We are already aware. The Pack of Leader buff, we already talked about that one. Aware. What is this here? Hero Talents Pack Leader. Is that a... Okay, Wildfire Bomb. Okay. Casting Bishop grants how the leader increases the damage dealt by your beast by 25% and your pets by 30%. Wait a second. Was that just a buff to BM Hunter? Casting Bishop grants how the pack leader increases the damage of your dealt by beast by 25% on your pets by 30%. Okay, so this could actually be a leader to buff to a pack leader BM Hunter, which is actually super surprising because BM Hunter is currently one of the best specs to deal damage. You know, it's insane. And it seems to be a nerf on survival pack leader because casting Coordinated Assault, but a buff to BM. Very interesting. I'll test it in game, but if that's the case, I don't know what the developers are doing. This is actually cooked up if that's actually the case. Interesting. Arcane Barrage being buffed by Arcane Mage. We are already aware of this. Intuition got buffed as well. Nothing new. Fire Mage, nothing new here. Talk about that one. Frost, nothing new here. Spell Slinger got further nerf as well. We already know about this one. Let me check Retribution Paladin. Ooh, Final Reckoning has been buffed actually a lot. That's like 50% give or take buff on Final Reckoning. Interesting. I'll give it a try, dude. Okay. Alright. Disc Priest, Evangelism, PvP Multiplier. We don't care about PvP. Skipping forward. Enhanced Shaman. So, from what I'm looking here, this actually could be a buff. Lightning Rod Conductive Energy buff from -2 to 0% value. That's like 2% buff on Lightning Rod Conductive Energy, I guess. Tempest Modifier from 10% value to 0% value. Again, this indicates also a buff to Tempest, but I am not sure. I need to be checking out today. This seems to be like a buff to Tempest. What is it actually? Maybe it's not. I'm not sure actually. This is the first time seeing those changes. But it seems like Lightning Rod, Conductive Energy, and Tempest has been targeted. I gotta check out with the Ward Up and see exactly if that's been a nerf or buff. I guess, to me, it indicates a buff, but I could be wrong. Hot Hands, however, has been nerfed. Duration of Hot Hands now is gonna drop by from 6 seconds to 8 seconds. Actually understandable, because that's a lot of your overall damage coming from Lava Lash, so, and Hot Hands included. So that's pretty sizable chunk of nerfs. Restoration Shaman Whispering Waves has been nerfed. Question mark. Why are they nerfing Resto Shaman? They're already the worst healer. Why you keep nerfing this shit? Whatever. Awaken Storms, we already talked about that one. Whatever. Okay, Warrior Execute been buffed. We already spoke about this for Fury. Bloodthirst, Raging Blow, Rampage, Reckless Abandon has been buffed. By the way, those buffs that I didn't mention on the previous video is like Fury Warrior received even more buffs in a previous video that didn't get in the patch notes. Blizzard decided not to put them, so we data mined those and we found out that Fury Warrior got additional buffs not only last week but also this week. As you can see, Bloodthirst been buffed, Execute's been buffed, Rampage, Reckless Abandon Talent has been buffed, Raging Blow, Bloodbath as well. You know, so overall a lot of buffs came for Fury, which now they're gonna do, I think, like 50% give or take buffs for them, which is insane. They were doing well this week, but after the buffs, they're gonna do fantastic. Again, I'll speak about that on tier list, but I feel like Fury has fundamental issues or like core issues that limit their performance in Mythic Plus. Most importantly, target cap, which again, it's never a good thing in Mythic Plus to be a 5 target cap, you know, DPS, which is one of the few. I guess Monk, Fury Warrior are capped most of the time, so it's pretty bad in my opinion. But if you do pull relatively small, I think you're gonna be doing just fantastic. Anyway, I'll talk about it on Sunday with the latest update. Let me check if there's something new here. Okay, the Restoration Druid 2 piece now is gonna proc from Dio Helpful Periodic, I guess from Hot. What? Devastation Evoker Dio Harmful Periodic effects has a chance to proc your tier set. Okay, so you can hit a jackpot by proccing Harmful Periodic, which pretty much means like your Fire Periodic ticks cannot proc your tier set, which actually is pretty good. Prince Evoker, this was mentioned before, the nerf to the tier set, but they included to work with Embrace. Monk has been nerfed as well. We already spoke about that one. This actually could be a new Discipline Priest received a nerf on behalf of the tier set. This actually could be a new. I don't remember them ever nerfing the insurance heal that you were doing. So this could be a new. Not sure. I'll talk about that once I'm sure. Holy Priest, the same thing for them. Interesting. Demonology Warlock has been, the tier set got juiced up by 265%. I think that's already been present for a while now, so this could already be factored in. Destruction Walk 4-piece got absolutely nerfed. So this was definitely not intended nerf, or maybe intended, but Blizzard nerfed the 4-piece and 2-piece of Destral Warlock by a big margin, which now is going to definitely impact their performance in Mythic Plus in rating, and is going to be diminished by quite a bit. So this is, I think, unnecessary nerfs for Destro, but I guess we'll see how it's gonna play out. Anyway, boys, I think that's the end of the video. Again, I'm super surprised that they released this patch to be a patch candidate, which I think there's a lot of specs that's still unable to work, and I'm pretty concerned. You know, as a rogue tier set got fixed this week, partially fixed. There's still some issues there. Sublity Rogue, it seems like some of the tier sets are working, or like bugged out working like more than intended, while other specs that are playing sub do not benefit from a tier set. Shit like that, you know, like I guess some characters benefit from it, some characters don't benefit from it, and others have a beneficial but like bugged out to be like perma-active. So neither of this indicates that sub is ready to be released on a current PTR nor tested. Keep in mind that we haven't done any sub testing so far because the tier set has been bugged out for like already a month and a half. The same thing for Asa Rogue. The tier set got fixed only this week, and there's a lot of other classes that currently do have their tier set currently bugged out. So we'll see how that's gonna play out. But thank you for watching, boys and girls. I wish you a great morning. I'll talk to you very soon. Peace out. See you on stream. Bye for now.